Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. I'm Charlie, this is CP Carpentry. I love little demonstrations like what's coming up. So today's episode, I'm correcting some shelves. The job was a little difficult because how heavy is heavy? How heavy is a board game? I am to blame. I misinterpreted how heavy board games are. I was thinking 500 grams, 700 grams, something like that. And to my amazement, some of these board games are rather heavy. So yeah, so I underestimated these shelves in today's episode, and I'm showing you what we've done to then up them. And in this video is some really helpful tips, things to watch out for, do's and don'ts. And I just talk about how I'm putting these shelves up and giving context and advice so that you guys can make your own independent decisions when it comes to putting up shelves and you know what to look for. And if there's anything that you guys would love to learn to do around your house that I could do in this workshop or in my own house, comment below and I'll see if I can put it into a video. And stick around to the end, guys, because I give away riddles like Arnold Schwarzenegger has a big one, Donald Trump has a small one, and Madonna doesn't have one. What am I? If you think you know the answer, comment below. And if not, the answer you're looking for is last name. So Arnold Schwarzenegger has a very large last name and Donald Trump is a very short last name. So if you like riddles like that, stay tuned for the end of the video and I'll see you at the end, guys. Enjoy. Look who's back. Come with me, guys. So, sun is in your eyes. Let's check this out here in the shade. We now have a very poorly looking van. Not very impressive. I am not been pulled over yet. Sent the fuel flap off for the colour code so we can get the bumper painted. But Santa, if you're watching, Rudolph done a lot of damage. The only more damage it could have done is if I'd hit Nelly the elephant and it'd ripped the van off, I think. So, you join me in the customer's house. Wonderful house. So we done these amazing shelves, and the project, the aim of the game was to be able to store these wonderful games up on these shelves. Really smart idea. Now, we had a few nightmares fixing these to the wall, this being dot and dab and the wall trying to pull in and different things, which I had another nightmare similarly in a previous video, which is coming out or already out. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this video, guys, but yeah, dot and dab, when it comes to a lot of weight, does cause quite a lot of nightmares. So we're going to give you DIYers some context of what we're doing today. So let me sit you down over here and we'll talk about a few things. Right, so wonderful shelves, put a beautiful round on this one. We've sanded all the edges. I'm going round and taking the hard work out of this project. So these shelves, that's why I went and got that. So let's do from that one to this one, and then I want to find the center. I said that's 750, then basically that wants to be 790, 780, 780 one way. Let's come this way. All right, if you can't hold your tape, guys, with two hands, extend your tape, drop your tape to somewhere where it will sit, and then just let it fly past, and then just hold your tape like this. There's a good little DIY trick for you. Okay, that's not really going to work out too well, is it? I mean, that will be centers. I think we're going to have to roll with it. I might just throw it off slightly. So, taking the hard work out of the job, I'm going to come in here, and before we do anything else, I'm screwing this bracket up so that it supports itself. I'm still going to do certain other things so that it assists and helps itself, but the bulk of the hard work has been taken out of the job by me fixing this bracket first and not worrying about fixing to the wall and then screwing up, basically. So there's a little top DIY tip. If you're reinforcing something like this, there is a wonderful way of making sure this stuff doesn't sag. So now, here comes the special part. trained back this morning. We've done pull 2. So my traps and rear delts are on fire. Oh. Right, so we have a socket right there at the end of the wall. Big no-no, don't go anywhere near it. Even though I've got this bracket here, we are good. I think we just missed that. We shall find out when I drill. These are the kind of risks I'm willing to take, because if I do hit that 2.5, I know to take the board back, terminate the cables further back, Wago it up, box it up, sleeve all my earth sleeve in, and we can tuck a nice neat Wago box and Wagos in the wall, and we can make a repair, put the power back on, put our fluke tester in the wall, just test there's 220 volts, 230 volts, and just check everything's there, and put our little socket tester in, make sure the earth's working. This is our wonderful bulk buy order from Amazon. I'm not sure what these are, but here we go. I'll show you these. I nicely asked the customer to supply these because politely, as much as nothing stops me supplying a bracket, what I think is good and what the customer thinks is good is a difficult pinion to bridge. So it's just politely nicer and easier if I allow the customer to have full choice and include them in this correction of the shelves we put up, which is partly my fault. I was very skeptical about these little shelves, but when they said board games, I was like, well, they don't weigh much. I'm sure it'll be fine. We did sort of test and play around with it. And it's not that they won't take it, it's just that they're very flexible and it doesn't give the right aesthetics. And it's slightly concerning. Perhaps over time, the wall would crack and crush and perhaps the board games would start to slip and fall off. But we have one quick job to do first. So you see this round, wonderful round. We need to create that round on this corner of the shelf. So I'll show you how we do this, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Or in fact, stay there and you guys can watch me take this shelf down. So, under all these screws, this should now come out. Just need to be very careful of this here that I glued. Where am I going to take this? I'm going to have to take it somewhere. Let's go out the front. Let's get this big, long plank. And let's rattle this top edge. So then, boys and girls, you want to round this curve off, yeah? So you need to like perfectly 45 this into the corner from that point there to that where that crosses there, yeah? And we do that by, say, I don't know, I want 85, 86 mil. So I go, whoosh, make a line, whoosh, make a line. Then, with this, I'm then gonna screw this from that point where that dissects. Right, now that I've got that set up, this is extremely hard. Trying to do this out the front of somebody's place, trying not to get everyone in shot. So now, all I'm gonna do is put that through there, find that center point, and just nice and neatly dissect that center point. Then is all I need to do. Mount this in here. Before we go too far, I need to just double check. Yeah, look at that. That is nowhere. So let me show you what I'm saying, guys. I need to double check that router piece in there is actually going to finish where I need it to finish. So I need to stretch this out a little bit. There we go, there's that just about. And if I come this way, yeah, there's that. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Can I get that any closer? Don't think I could really if I tried. All right, swap over the bat flatteries and we're good to go. I just realised how sunny it is out here and I didn't put shades on you guys. Is that better? Hopefully that's a lot better. So we've done our radius now. We can lose all of this. We now have that round on there. We're going to need this later, so we're going to keep hold of that. One thing I will say to any DIY or trader that's watching, these are handy for getting in corners, and that is about it. I had an orbitable one, but the hoop and loop and hook system, like the Velcro, went wrong because as it gets hot, it doesn't grip as much, and yeah, I decided to buy this to replace it, and it's very good, and I'm not that disappointed, but it's not as good as the other one. All right then, let's see if we can get this up and on in one without breaking anything. If I gently go to that corner. Oh. If I get any better, guys, I'm gonna have to start charging. Let's get this one screwed up. Right guys, so there we go, that's that. Let's get this one screwed back in. Let's be mindful of the customer's property. I have definitely kicked one of my screws somewhere silly. Good job I've got some spare, eh? All right, let's lose that, and now let's nicely. You're probably thinking like, oh, wouldn't want my builder doing that. You can't see, but the other side of the room is 1 meter behind me. This is by no means a small extension, but when you've got that L on a corner sofa, and I need to be here, I'm clean, I'm neat and tidy, I'm respectful. This is the simplest way to do it. Look at that. Two beautiful symmetrical shelves. There we go. Right, let's start considering where we are now putting thou brackets. Wow, that has sunk quite a lot. That one. I want to try and keep this symmetrical, and I don't know where to go next. I'm thinking I'm just going to place this one here. Look how much that pulls that up by, guys. Let's be careful. Do not want to spill these screws everywhere. Hope you guys are enjoying the music and the time lapse. Any comments towards other DIY projects around your house you want to learn based around carpentry? I can't be teaching you plumbing or electrics. What's the next best thing to a penknife, guys? That's how you ruined your teeth, Charlie. I genuinely bit into a packet once, fit in a kitchen, and as I went, I thought, oh, and then I heard ching ching. I looked down in the kitchen sink. Oh, that was my tooth. Look after your teeth, guys. Look after yourself. Whether that's mental health, physical fitness, life takes no prisoners, and nobody values good health until they don't have it. I see a thing on Instagram the other day, kid in like a trading in shop, handing over loads of jewellery, and the bloke's got diamond rings on him, and he's got cash stacked up behind him in like a safe, and he's like, how much do you want? And he puts it on the scales, and and the kid says to him, wow man, you're rich. And the man behind the till says, you're richer than me, mate. And the kid's like, what? And the man behind the till says to the kid, I would empty the safe and I would trade every single piece of this jewellery to be 30 years younger like you, young man. You're richer than me. Nobody values good health until they don't have it. And that's true, isn't it? Doesn't matter how you look at that. That is the nail on the head. So there we go, guys. That has completely strengthened that up. Hello YouTube, welcome back. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, smash the like button and consider subscribing. I do uploads on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and anything you comment as a suggestion, I'll try and put in. A riddle for you guys today. What is 6 inches long, goes in your mouth and is more fun when it vibrates? If you think you know the answer, comment below. If you want more time, pause the video. And if not, here's the answer. 2. What's 6 inches long, goes in your mouth and more fun when it vibrates? The answer is an electric toothbrush. I've got loads of these. I've actually found some new riddles, guys. So you guys that have been with me from day one, Michael Johnson, Robbo, Dave Nutt, there's a few of you others. Yeah, bumped into a really great guy at the weekend, Arthur Matthews. Apologies, Arthur, if I've said that wrong. I'm just going to remember you as King Arthur, and you can remember me as Prince Charles. Went and see a bodybuilding. What do you call them? Like a bodybuilding building. Don't know. Anyway, yeah, met this awesome guy at the weekend. He's really into his videography. He's a brilliant guy. He's got loads of tips. So, guys, I'm going to drop a card here. Check him out, see what you think to his content, and help him on his journey to reaching 1,000 subs. And maybe in videos to come, we might see Arthur in our videos. He might be able to help us, and I'd like to help him. I'd love to learn more, so we'll see what we can do. I've split this video into two, guys, so there's more context fitting these shelves and what actually went wrong in this job. At the end, you'll see the shelf was not enjoying being fitted to thermalite blocks. I don't know if I've got anything to show you, but like, this is obviously, if I use this as an example of these brackets, the brackets were probably, they're probably literally only like 2 inches, like 50 mil high for a fixing, but then they were like 300 long. So if you imagine all the force here, and if that's just a kilo, that's a lot of force to be like ripping away from the wall. It's almost like using a claw hammer to pull a screw back out just by putting a box on top of it. That was how on earth they thought that would hold like 26 kilo. Like, I can imagine, like at the closest point, like at here, yeah, probably would hold 26 kilo because the shear force is like linear. It's pulling down on the wall. But with 26 kilo out here at 300 mil, well, it's like a claw hammer. It's just going to pull the screws out of the wall. So that was the deceiving part to those brackets. And equally, I underestimated how heavy puzzles and games was going to be that were going on it. But we live, we learn, we move on, and we're honest. We learn from our mishaps. But yeah, guys, loads of brilliant content coming up. Any suggestions, get involved. Check out the Discord. At the top of my YouTube channel, you can check out all the different links I have to my socials. You're welcome to follow me on anything. And any ideas that you guys want to fix and see, comment below, and I'll put it into something. Guys, I'm Charlie, this is CP Carpentry. Thanks for watching. I'm waffling. I'm going to end the video here. Stay safe. Bye.